bag, text on your arms, Louis V bag, text on your arms, Louis V bag, 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 text on your arms, Louis V bag, text on your arms.
Like, come on, bro, take me with you, bro. I can make it to the hospital. I just need to go to the hospital. Oh, nigga, fuck you.
Tonight, we now know the name of a man shot outside of his downtown apartment Friday evening. 34-year-old Omar Richardson.
Earlier, I'm right back at BOA. You see what? Goddamn. You see what they just came out with? Hold on, let me dimp this out real quick. Hold on. See what I just walked out? All blues out the bank. It's falling. Stop playing.
Now know the name of a man shot outside of his downtown apartment Friday evening. 34-year-old Omar Richardson. That's according to the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office. The shooting happened just after 11 p.m. on Macoa Avenue, not far from I-35. When San Antonio police arrived, they found a blood trail which led to Richardson. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Still no word yet on any arrests.
When I walked down and got his partner hit, walking in Neiman Marcus, I got 10 bins on me. Told the teller that I'm using credit, the PIN number. Blew a dub on Dolce, ran 100 up in Louis Runners. If she bring accounts, I'll put her in Chanel. Real designer stepper, I'll walk him down in Louis Runners. They pulled me over with 60K, I did a dash home.
News out of the River Oaks area. Man dead after two suspects opened fire. You can see dozens of evidence markers laying on the ground.
So there's yet another example of revenge don't have a date on it. Family, we got this rapper based in Cleveland.
R.I.P. to his family, man. BTB, man.
He's a scam rapper. That's his MO. But check this out. Just 2 months ago, he had a home invasion when his girl ended up shooting him in the arm and the intruder, which we'll later discuss. But not only was she in attendance, but also his kid. Now, thankfully, the girl, the kid, and him survived. But what threw flames back on this situation was the fact that he went on a major platform, which we'll later discuss, not even 4 days ago, and reenact every detail of that moment, not to mention less than 24 hours ago, going on his social media platform to post a photo of him at the crime scene while taunting the guy who lost his life, which led up to him being gunned down while driving in Texas in a white Mercedes at night, less than 24 hours from that post. So before we get into this one, remember, family, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to jump right to it. When you're a scammer and you lose your life, just wait for the obituary to say the gentleman's name. So today, we're going to just say BTB Savage. Had unfortunately lost his life on the last day of March 2023 in the early morning hours, what authorities claim to be two gunmen had opened fire on a white Mercedes. Now, before we even go over that incident, we got to take it back to last month, early February 2023.
Still got that
BTB Savage will have a home invasion. As we now know because of an interview, which we'll later play a clip of, shout out to Vlad TV, was because of a gentleman wanting to get a feature from BTB Savage. Now, as we continue, we all must learn and we all must know, and hopefully most of us already know, you don't do no form of business where you lay your head at, especially if you got your kid, your girl in the vicinity.
Rule number motherfucking one.
BTB Savage must didn't care. Now, at the time, we didn't know what happened because on the first week of February 2023, it was just reported that a man died outside his apartment. Now we know it wasn't his apartment. 34-year-old Omar Richardson.
We now know the name of a man shot outside of his downtown apartment Friday evening. 34-year-old Omar Richardson. That's according to the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office. The shooting happened just after 11 p.m. on Macoa Avenue, not far from I-35. When San Antonio police arrived, they found a blood trail which led to Richardson. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Still no word yet on any arrest.
But check this out. In typical fashion, BTB Savage went on Instagram the next day with his girl recording in the background because he got shot in the arm with the music in the background, I'm Still Alive. Now, it seemed that situation would die down, but recently, just last month, BTB Savage will actually have the news clip that we just showed you in a recent music video of his in the track titled My Turn that had over 80K views and counting.
7 p.m. on McCullough Avenue, not far from I-35. When San Antonio police arrived, they found a blood trail which led to Richardson. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Still no word yet on any arrests.
Oh my God,
Jack just want to drink.
Ducked off in the coupe, ride around with my favorite switch. Y'all niggas had y'all turn, now it's my turn to pop shit. At the ATM, finna hit the box.
But he didn't stop there. Apparently, 4 days ago, an interview from Vlad TV would be released where he would give a full detail. I don't even know if Vlad normally do this. I don't think so. But he gave a full 30-minute clip, not talking about who he is, his career, but strictly talked about.
That's all bad one. Vlad give a fuck about
just touched
man,
on
shit,
back
who
in
got
February.
shot, who got locked
Now,
up,
I'm not
who
gonna
sold
play
this,
the
who
entirety. If you guys
give a
want
fuck
to hear
about your
it,
career.
you guys should go over to Vlad TV. But I am
Vlad
gonna
a
play
bitch.
a quick
Set
clip.
niggas
Check
up
it out.
and all that silly shit, man. That's how ARAB got fucked up, got jammed up and shit, man.
All right, here we go. Today we have
stupid
BTB
shit.
Savage,
You don't be on no shit
who
like
was
that,
recently
man.
involved in killing a man in self-defense who tried to
Hella
rob him
stupid,
at his
man.
home.
What the fuck is you
Welcome to
doing,
Vlad
boy?
TV.
Yes, sir. What's the deal, Black?
You need OGs, you need big homies.
Well,
to
number
tell
one,
you
I'm glad you're
sometimes,
safe.
you know what I'm
You
talking
had a very, very traumatic situation that recently happened. So I want to go ahead and get into this whole situation. So all this happened in San Antonio.
Yeah, SA.
Okay, so tell me exactly what happened leading up to the situation.
Shit, they was always hitting me up to do music and shit like
They
that.
should never went on Vlad.
So I was like, all right, bet.
Niggas should know better. Stop
But
going
one
on
day,
Vlad,
it was
y'all.
late. I was like, shit.
Fuck
They was gonna
Vlad.
pay for the feature or whatever. We gonna do the song, and then they gotta do the promo with it. I was gonna do it at first. I wasn't gonna do it at first, because it was so late. It was like damn near 10, 11. And I was talking to the girl I was with at the time. I'm like, shit, so I do this shit up, wait till tomorrow, and just meet him at a real studio. Like, and then, but I ain't gonna lie, I just wanted the bread. I'm like, all right, bet. They gonna pull up. I'm gonna grab the bread real quick, dip out, and then go back to the my other crib with my cousin there. So, shit, so last minute, I'm like, shit, just come on. They're like, we got our own studio equipment. Like, if I say something, they got something to respond to it. Like, oh, I don't got this. Oh, I got it. I got this. I got that. So I'm like, shit, pull up. Let's do the song quick. So they pull up or whatever, and it's him. I mean, it's other people in the car. So I don't know how that go or whatever. I don't know if they was dropping them off or what. So boom, they both hop out. And I'm like, what's up? I'm talking to them. I'm like, what's up? What y'all on? Blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, man, we just chilling. They're like, we've been trying to do this for the longest, bro. You be bullshitting and da-da-da. I'm like, all right, bet. We go inside the crib. And then they just talking and shit, like looking around. That's why I figured it was kind of weird they looking around when they first walk in my crib, like going like that and shit. But I just kind of didn't pay it no mind. I was just more of like, come on, let's get this out the way. I'm just gonna knock this out, 30 seconds out, rapping real quick, and now I'm done. I ain't tripping. So boom, they got down, started pulling out their equipment or whatever, or fake equipment. Like he pulled out a little box that it's a studio box, but like it got the mixer in it. It ain't have really shit in it. So then the dude, I guess the older dude, I ain't really know him like that. I don't know them like that. I didn't know him at all. So whenever he was talking to me, the dude I'm talking to for the feature or whatever, he talking to his uncle, like he like, oh, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. So his uncle say, go to the car and get more, like get the rest of the equipment or whatever. So I'm thinking like, damn, why would you? It should be the opposite way. You tell him to go, cause we like the ones we locked in. We talked or whatever about the song, to do the song, and you go leave the random dude in my crib, type shit. So when he walked out, I was kind of nervous, so I locked the door, both locks. And his uncle, he pulled out some bread. He like, oh man, we ain't on that. We not on no weird shit or nothing like that. You ain't gotta lock the doors and like that. He like, I'm a grown man or whatever. I was like, oh nah, bro, I just got PTSD. Like whenever he come and knock on the door, I'll just open it. Like that. I'm not gonna let nobody random person walk in my crib. And then he like, oh no, I respect that. And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, yeah, we be doing that shit. We be active too. He pulling out bread. He like, yeah, I've been doing this and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I was like, shit, nah, for sure. Like, respect. Like, do your thing. I ain't tripping. I don't care. I actually don't give a fuck what they were doing. Just, where the bread at? Like, pay for this shit, got out my face for real. So, while he talking, he asked him about my chain. He like, how much, what do you go to, blah, 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 how much he hit you for? And I'm telling him, like, oh, yeah, I dropped the bag on this one. Da. And then right as I'm talking, I go down to look at my piece while he talking. I'm like, this one? I'm like, yeah, this one. While I'm looking down like that, that's when he upped the pole on me. And he like, oh, yeah, run that. And he had a distance, though. And I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. I ain't running shit. So, and he was like, shit, if you don't run that, I'm gonna blow you. And he was like, I'm gonna shoot you type shit. And I was like, bro, you dead ass serious right now? And he was like, I'll shoot your bitch, nigga. Run that shit. So while I'm sitting there,
Vlad be setting niggas up to snitch on himself and all kind of shit, man.
I'm like, nah, you got me fucked up, man. What the hell you got going? And then he was
Vlad
like,
would have never had this fool
I
on
see you
there.
flexing on
This shit
Instagram,
would
all
happen,
that shit. Where is that? Like that. I was like,
My heart
man,
go out to his
all
family,
right,
man.
bro. I started taking off my chain first because he started asking about other shit, like, where is it? So I'm like, I'm giving what he want real quick. So I took off my chain and he's standing at a distance. He's still at a distance, so I can't like move quick and jump. So when he come over, he reached for the chain and he took the gun off of me. Right there, I hit him with like both of his arms under my armpit like this. And I like lean back like all the way back so his elbows lock up like that. So he holding the gun, he turn it and fire at the refrigerator. And then he like, run that. So I just fell back. Like if he would have like tried to hold back, his arm was gonna break. So I just jumped back and fall all the way back. And then when we fall down to the ground, his hand slammed under me. So he let the gun go. And then he tried to pull out, I don't know what he was pulling out, but I took his arm in again while he was on top of me on the floor. So his arms under me, both his arms under me. And I could feel the guns on my back. So I pushed my back all the way down and like bring him closer to me. I'm like, damn, come shoot him, bitch, come shoot him. I'm yelling at him, like, come shoot him. I don't know where she at. So I just keep tugging with him like that until I get rest of them shits out of his hand. So then she run over there. She got damn shaking and shit. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, shoot him. So like, well, I swing my hip under him like that to put him on top of me, all the way on top of me. And then she's popping him in the back twice. Like she's like, boom, boom. In the back, he's like, fuck. And this nigga turned into the motherfucking Hawk right there. You would think he would be the Hawk before he got shot. But right there, that's when I guess he got a full adrenaline rush. He started going crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, he got the edge over me, basically to where I was on his back. He pulled the guns out and I got nervous or whatever. So I just swing off from under him and I get on his back and I start wrestling with him. And then I see he got 2 guns in his hand. So I'm like, where the fuck this nigga get 2 guns from? Like, what the fuck? So I'm holding him down like that. And I grab control of the gun because he got his hand on the ground trying to get up. So I'm all on his back. I put my left hand on the gun and the right gun, he aimed at the bitch or whatever. He like aiming at her head, trying to put the beam. So I'm grabbing his arm, like he really trying to aim and shoot at her face type shit. So like he put the beam on her head. And I'm like, run, bitch, run. Like, move out the way. And then she take off running. He fired 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, no. So I when I grab him, I make him put the gun down. So he got both of his hands on the ground, but his hands still on the guns. And I don't got a good grip. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck you doing? My kid in that back room, fam, tripping. I'm like, go ahead and get up out of here, bro. You already fired like 5 shots. It's hot. The police on the way. Whatever you trying to do gonna go bad for you. You're gonna go straight to prison. Like, go ahead and get the fuck up out of here. He like, no, I'm leaving with some nigga. I'm like, bro, you got me fucked up. He was like, oh, you gonna die. He was like, you gonna die up in here. And I was like, you got me fucked up, nigga. You dying. Fuck that. So I started going crazy, like getting all over him, just whatever we do to get the guns off of him. So while we on the ground tussling, he like, shoot through the door. So then I hear like, boom, like as if they tried to kick the door. They tried to kick the door or whatever. I'm like, I'm still on top of him. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, pass me the gun. They're about to shoot through the door. Cause I was gonna lay down and he just turned around and started dumping through the door. And then she's scared to go over there because they fired twice and they stopped. So it was like a 5-second pause. It was like boom, boom through my door. So I'm standing on top of him and he's steady trying to kick me towards the door. So he like pushing me, shoving me towards the door and I'm like moving his arms out the way trying to get on top of him. So then they fired 2 times through the door. I'm like, slide the gun. And he like kind of right by the edge of it's like an island in the middle. He kind of by the edge of the island. So it's like she can't go around there and grab that gun or slide the gun because I'm under like where his waistline is, grabbing all that shit. He trying to push me down. And I just keep crawling up him and grabbing him, belaying on the ground and keeping my head down. So while they firing through the door, they fired twice. I'm like, slide me the gun, slide me the gun. She like, they shooting through the door. Like, she don't want to run over there. And I don't blame her. It's her first time, like, even shooting a gun or shooting somebody. So I don't expect her to be on point about everything type shit. So I'm like, all right, baby. I'm like, shoot him then, shoot him. But after I said shoot him, but I probably said like 20 rounds just go off through my door. Boom, 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 boom. Back to back to back to back to back, non-stop. Like, that shit would not stop. I'm like, all right, bet. So, boom, I'm still sticking down, and I tell her to shoot through the door. I'm like, shoot through the door. Fuck it, then. You don't want to slide me the gun, blow that bitch through the door then. So she shoot through the door twice. She like, boom, boom, and shoot through the door. And then they left him. They left him like, nobody shooting through the door, nobody kicking. You would think like, if you go on, I ain't gonna say if you going to go do something like that, everybody gonna be on tack, like, especially if y'all call yourself family or whatever. You would think they partners gonna go all out. Like, once they shoot through the door, my door is weak at that point. All you can do is just step through it. Like, they didn't do nothing. They just completely left him for dead type shit. So I'm like, all right, oh, they scary. Like, that's when I knew I had the edge over. I'm like, oh, they left him. I don't hear nothing no more. Like, we tussling and fighting, I don't hear nothing. So we get over there by my couch and we just wrestling and shit. I'm like, come shoot him again, because he got one gun in his hand. I already got the other one out of his hand. So I'm like, come shoot him again, come shoot him again. And then he run over there, she run over there, and she aiming the gun, but he's sitting down, and I'm like standing over him. And I'm like, bitch ass nigga, boom, I'm punching him. Bitch ass nigga, watch out. And then I hit him with a knee in the face, and that's when he started going in like panic mode, like going crazy, trying to grab for the gun and grab my leg, and then I'm like, shoot him. And then she like trying to aim, but he keep pushing me in front of him. Cause he's sitting down in between my legs, holding both of my legs like that. At that point, like, he just started reaching for the gun. He just started trying to get me down. So I'm like moving over or whatever. And when I finally like push over and get my leg out the way, my arm is on him, like in front of him. So when she fired the shot, the bullet hit me straight in my elbow. It just snapped. I'm like, oh, fuck, bitch, you shot me. So that bitch ass nigga didn't shoot me at all. I don't know if they give me, you know what I'm saying? That he didn't hit me at all. Like, he was just straight soft, like weak. So anyway, goddamn, she shoot me in my elbow and instantly break. I'm like, fuck, you just shot me, bitch, what the fuck? Aim right. So whenever she do that, I move all the way out the way because my shit is completely broken, like dangling in the, all I could see my whole bone out my arm. And I could only move my fingers in my full hand, but I can't pick it up straight like this. It just hanging down like that. But it can move, it can grip at the same type of strength my right hand can at that time. So I'm still holding him down while my shit's bleeding out. And I'm holding him down so he don't slide over to that gun and they in the gunfight and I don't got a gun at all. So while I'm doing that or whatever, she shoot him again. Like, after she shoot me in my elbow, I move all the way out the way. My shit broken or whatever. She pop him again in the shoulder or the chest, I think. I don't know where it hit him. But I seen him go like this. He like, fuck. And then we wrestling again on the ground. We just tugging up for that shit or whatever. So I kick the gun and I'm thinking this away from him or like, he good. So I step over to talk. I'm like, go grab my son and get your shit and let's fucking go, like that. And I'm like, get the fuck up out of here. Let's dip. And then I see him still crawling over, like still moving and shit, like trying to get. And then, like, I ain't gonna lie, where I kicked it, it was in the hallway, right? But he got towards it, and it looked like he was moving towards where my son was. So I just instantly went in panic mode, and I dove on him, like, as if I was diving in the pool, literally jumped on him, and I'm on his back, holding him down, like, tight like that. I'm like, watch out, bro. Watch the fuck out. What is you doing, bro? Get the fuck up out of here. Just go now, like that. And then he was like, no, I'm leaving here with something. So I just, while we tugging it, you can tell his back, like the bullets from his back is getting to him. Because right when he tried to get up, when I walked away to talk to her, he tried to get up and his legs buckled. He just instantly fell. He tried to stand up. Boom, he just fell down. And his leg like looked crazy as hell while he moving towards the gun. So when I jump on him, he got his hand on the gun already and his finger on the trigger. But it's like the hallway and then my son's room to the left. So he right in the middle. All he do is got to crawl 2 more inches and turn left. And my son right there. So while I'm doing that, I drag his arm down a little bit where it's towards the wall in the bathroom, facing the wall in the bathroom. And I put my finger on top of his finger and I start firing the gun. And I can tell he couldn't really move like that because he weak. Like at that point, he just feeling everything. So I put my knee on his neck like that, and I'm holding him down. I put my finger on top of his finger. I'm firing all the bullets for him. So when all the bullets empty, he like, oh, bro, my bad. Come on, bro, I got kids too, bro. Let me make it home and don't let me die or whatever like that. I'm like, bro, you good? I'm like, you good, nigga? I'm like, give a fuck about you. I hope you die, bitch, like that. I was like, you just said you're gonna kill my son. And then he was like, no, it's not like that. I was like, fuck you, like that. So, boom, whenever I run to the back, I'm like, you got my son? And she's like, I'm picking him up now. So I heard that when she picked him up, she put the blanket over his head. But it's like the middle of the night. He's knocked out, got school in the morning. So he like, day is super tired. He in the middle of his sleep. My son sleep like that. So he got down. She put him on the shoulder. He stay asleep. She put the blanket over his head. He not seeing nothing. He just sleep on her shoulder. We walking out. And then right when she come out, I'm standing by the bathroom watching her, waiting for her to come out so I can take everybody out at once. And then I hear like a boom. And I just tell her, like, go to the bathroom. And then she start crying because she's scared. So I grabbed the knife from her and I put it on my hip. And I was like, chill out, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I don't know who in here. And then I hear him yell like, fuck. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe they cleaned up, maybe they grabbed sticks or whatever. Whatever was laying around, maybe they were trying to, I don't know what the fuck they did for real. I just was chilling in the back and she started crying like hella loud, like, I wouldn't say loud, but loud enough to where somebody can hear you. So I smashed my hand on her mouth. I'm like, shut the fuck up before you wake my son up and he see what the fuck going on. So I'm like, I got my hand over her mouth, quiet as fuck. I'm like, shut the fuck up, like, be quiet. And then she like, sitting in the back chilling, and she like, all right, I'm about to go out there and check. So I pull a gun up, and then I walk out there, and I'm just aiming, and I see him right there by the door, and then he crawled over by the side where my front door is, and it's like a little edgeway. He just lay right there. And then he like, while I walk by, he grabbed my foot. He like, come on, bro, take me with you, bro. I can make it to the hospital. I just need to go to the hospital. I went, nigga, fuck you. Like, I ain't taking you no fucking hospital, boy. Your ass about to fry right here, and if they come save you, then they come save you. If not, then your ass toasty.
I know that was pretty long, but I ain't want to stop in the mid of him explaining what really happened. Now, if you want to hear him go further in detail, go over there to Vlad TV and check it out. But all that led
Vlad making
to
all
him
money off
actually
this dude.
just last night having
sad.
another photo of the crime scene with him flexing and taunting. I'm assuming the next day, but just now posting almost 2 months later. Now, with the interview he just gave and his picture, not to mention the cast on his arm, it all made sense. He had the caption, fast forward, a end death date, make him meet his maker, broke in, beefing, make his mama throw a fundraiser, whatever that means, which led up to not even 24 hours later, family. Houston Police Department issued a report that a rapper was shot and came to his demise by suspects dressed in black near River Oaks area. Officers said that the victim was driving a white Mercedes northbound on mid-lane when witnesses state a black, newer model suburban SUV drove up and began firing at the vehicle. Police also quoted that 2 suspects dressed in black and possibly wearing sunglasses got out the vehicle at one point. They fled in an unknown direction down San Felipe. They ain't even robbed him. Fam, they wanted this man gone, out of there.
News out of the River Oaks area. Man dead after 2 suspects opened fire. You can see dozens of evidence markers laying on the ground.
This all happened about 6 o'clock tonight on Mid Lane near San Felipe and the West Loop, not far from the very busy Highland Village shopping center. ABC 13's Daniela Hurtado is getting the latest facts from investigators tonight.
She joins us live with more. Daniela.
Gina, Eric, the chief of police was out here tonight. He tells us this man was targeted in this drive-by shooting. 2 suspects so far is what they believe were involved in this case. I'm going to step out of the frame, show you what we're seeing right now. The medical examiner's office is on scene. Police say they're still trying to identify the victim. Chief Finner, like I mentioned, was here answering questions. He says 2 suspects wearing all black in hoodies and potentially glasses were traveling in a black Subaru when they shot from inside and outside of their car toward the victim. Police again confirmed this was targeted, but these suspects have not been found. The chief couldn't tell us what weapons were used in this crime, just continued to reiterate that a lot of shots were fired. Just take a listen to what else he told us about this deadly encounter.
At some point, they approached him in the 2100 block here and began shooting. I don't know if they cut him out, boxed him in, or whatever, but that's part of the investigation. And as we get more footage and get a chance to review it, we'll put it out.
Now, the chief continued to reiterate that this was a targeted shooting, but wouldn't really go into why it was targeted. Tonight, we have limited information on what exactly unfolded here. Police are looking at surveillance video from nearby businesses in hopes of trying to figure out, one, where the suspects went, and two, how all of this unfolded. Eric?
All right, Daniela. Now, unfortunately, we'll see shootings happen almost on a weekly basis here in Houston, if not more often. And you don't often see Chief Troy Finner and the FBI show up to a scene. Why do you think that happened?
So I asked that question during the news conference, and the representative with the FBI told us flat out they're here as support. They're trying to give HPD as much resources as they can so they can figure out who exactly was involved in this drive-by shooting and get those responsible people behind bars as soon as possible. Reporting live in River Oaks, Daniela Hurtado, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
There you have it, fam. I'm wondering, and I want you guys to let me know, could this possibly been avoided if he not did the interview?
Y'all like and subscribe to my channel also. I want you guys to leave some comments on what y'all think about this too, man. This is a sad tragedy.
Everyone who lost their life in the series
very sad.
Touched on.
Definitely leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe.
As well as prayers.
Catch all your videos you don't want to miss from King Sosa YouTube.
Fam, I gotta know how you guys feel about this one in the comments.
Welcome to Mars. Drop top, everything, $1 million salary. I drizzle